Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Man of Steel, issue number 3, 1986 comic review. Now, as you know, much like Batman Year One, much like the relaunch of Wonder Woman, Man of Steel was meant to be the introduction to the post-crisis version of Superman, as well as telling a new, different take on Superman. And this one is meant to feature the first team-up of the post-crisis version of Batman and Superman, when they took on Magpie. Now, Magpie has appeared in Beware the Batman, and also that their team-up was mentioned in the comic book and film version of Batman and Superman Public Enemies. Let's get on the review. It starts off how a criminal known as Bull is running in the Gotham streets, and of course gets confronted by Batman, who says, "You're wasting my time, Bull. You know I hate having my time wasted." And you can kind of tell that he is fearful of his boss being a bit more crazier, and you can tell he's more afraid of her than Batman. So of course Bull throws trash at Batman, and of course runs for his life, and Batman saying, "He's actually more afraid of her than he is of me." And so decides to go after Bull, but finds that his rope's being pulled forward, and finds that he's being met by Superman. And of course this is where you can kind of tell their first team up does go a bit badly, as Superman wants to drop him off to the police, but he doesn't want to. And this is when Batman's early career was just starting out. So he kind of sees that Batman's let go, tries to look for him, and thinks that he might be superhuman in that. But Batman points out that he's no superhuman. And of course, just as Superman confronts Batman, he points out he has a special shield device that protects him, as well as pointing out he has a bomb planted somewhere. And this is a moment you can tell Superman does kind of get a little bit annoyed with Batman's selfish behaviour. But keep in mind, this is Batman. He's not really going to take a life, but his own. So of course, this is the point that you can tell both of them start to get into an argument. And of course, Batman talks about the villain Magpie, where a person at a jewelry store found that the artifacts he had were mainly replaced with metal trinkets. He touched one of them, which ends up with him getting blown up and some people dying. And another one, when at a museum, released dangerous gas, and another one which kind of released metal blades. And Batman was confronting Bull on the whereabouts of Magpie, and we're introduced to Magpie, where she has a go at Bull for not losing his trail, basically letting Batman still keep on. And you can tell this is a moment you can tell even her goons are more afraid of her. And you can tell she's after some priceless artifacts that's going to be coming in a week. So of course she decides to use some tranquilizing venom and basically takes him out Looney Tunes style, with the henchman saying, "Not happy birthday! Not happy birthday!" And we see how Superman hears the big explosion that happened and a woman laughing. So they head off and find the abandoned Gotham Museum, which Batman realizes that she's using it as a hideout. And after laughing at Bull's death, one of her goons point out that someone with a big S is showing up, and it's Superman. One of them tries to leave panically, the other one tries to shoot a gun, to little to no avail. And of course, Batman manages to get the other goon tied up. And of course, Magpie releases some dangerous self-eating gas, and of course Superman gulps it up, throws it right into space, where it mainly freezes, and heads back down to find that Batman has tied up the goons, and thinks that Batman's gonna head off, but turns out he's using his crime device system in his black sedan, and this was before he got his Batmobile. So he realizes what the part of the crime scene was, and realizes it's a part of a museum, where we see Magpie having a go at the failure of her plan, and of course, Superman and Batman take her down so easily that she's just basically a broken woman who likes pretty things. And you can tell Batman does feel sorry for her and her victims. This is where you can tell Batman does feel sorry for both sides. A person who has mental health issues and the victims from it. And so we see how the Gotham police take Magpie away, and a moment where Batman and Superman's team up went kind of okay, but after Superman points out about the bomb that he has, it turns out Batman had it on him all along, and that he wasn't going to take life if necessary. So of course, Superman doesn't approve of Batman's methods and leaves back to Metropolis, with Batman saying that maybe in another reality we were probably friends, much like the Silver Age stuff. And this is the story. So I think issue 3 is a bit of a hit and miss, because they just make Magpie's defeat so easy, and the team up just feels a bit like a side order of mediocre. Again, it would have been interesting to have seen a team up with Batman and Superman in a kind of different comic book series. So the issue deserves a thumbs down. Not the greatest, not the best, but a hit and miss. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.